Hi, everybody. I'm John Graydon from the Martial Arts Teachers Association at martialartsteachers.com. What are the martial arts belt requirements? Well, that's a wide open question and definitely up for interpretations. So let's talk a little bit about the origins. In the early days of martial arts, there were very few belt colors. There was typically white belt and black belt, or maybe white belt, brown belt, black belt. And then Jikiro Kano from Judo, the founder of Judo, got together with his friend, Gichin Funakoshi, and he told Funakoshi that from his school training as a teacher in the school system, that they ought to develop a more structured curriculum. There ought to be more belts because that would help to motivate students. And that's where we saw the introduction of more belts than they had, but not as many as we have today. So typically, if you think about the martial arts belt, the rule simply is this. The darker the color, the more advanced you are. The theory is, it's a nice theory, is that it's as though you're filling your belt up with knowledge. It starts white, empty. You don't know anything about martial arts typically when you start out. And then you just keep filling it up with knowledge, filling it up with knowledge. In a good school, a good martial arts school that's focused on your motivation, about 6 weeks to 2 months into your classes, you're going to go from a white belt to maybe a gold belt. And then 2 to 3 months after that, an orange belt. 2 to 3 months after that, green belt, blue belt. And then you're going to be a brown belt for a little while. You're an advanced student there because you're in the black belt zone, because you're preparing for your black belt exam, which is the biggest day in most martial artists' career. That's the day you focus on. That's the reason you go to class. That's the reason you let your friends go to the movies when they want you to go, and you go to class because you're here to earn your black belt. That process is going to take about 3 years. And then once you earn your black belt, about every 2, 3, or 4 years, you can take an exam or be awarded another degree of black belt. First degree all the way through to 10th degree. I am honored to be an 8th degree under the great Joe Louis. So every school has their own theories and ideas about curriculum in the martial arts, but that's a pretty good structure you can count on. The only other element that we want to mention to you is that often in each colored belt, you'll find stripes. So let's say it takes 3 or 4 months for me to go from orange belt to green belt. A smart school will typically have a stripe test every 4 weeks. So you still feel like you're working forward, you're advancing. It's important that you're getting a sense of progress, and the belt system is a great way to do that. I'm John Graydon from martialartsteachers.com. Thanks.